we're going to be making something I really love, and it's so quick. We have 10 ounces of fresh small ravioli. Mine are stuffed with cheese, but if you like it stuffed with something else, I'm sure that would be just as delicious. Arugula. This is about 3 lightly packed cups, about 2.5 ounces. Really all it needs is a wilt with warm ingredients. A medium red apple, yes, believe it or not, with the skin on, diced. And I used a Honeycrisp because it's my favorite. If you hit that with a little bit of lemon juice, you can avoid that browning. You can take the peel off if you like, but again, I like it because it adds color and interest. And just a little sweet element, which is always nice in something like this. 3/4 cup of halved cherry tomatoes, preferably multicolored. And my other surprise ingredients here is marinated cheese. I am going to also include a recipe on my website as well so that you can make your own marinated cheese, which is a lot of fun because you can pick the cheeses that go into this. So along with some marinated cheese, and I've used feta today, I took about 3 tablespoons of the marinade from the jar, and I'm going to add that to the cooked ravioli as well because it's so packed with flavor. The marinated cheese, you'll find it's so delicious, and you'll be using it on salads. Toasted pine nuts. So just another little tip, when you're toasting pine nuts, no matter if you're doing them in the oven or on top of the stove, as soon as they are done browning to your liking, take them off the heat immediately and just get them out of that hot vessel, whatever it is, because they'll continue to brown and you'll be really disappointed because they'll go really dark on you quickly. Pecorino Romano, about 1 ounce. I'd say 1/4 cup. You could put more to taste if you like. Just a tablespoon or so of red wine vinegar. A 1/2 teaspoon of crushed pepper flakes, more if you like. Granulated garlic, just a 1/4 teaspoon. Lemon always brightens things up, so it's always kind of nice to have that on the side. And this is just a little salt that I'm going to add to the mix as we're cooking. So I'm going to come over to the stove, and again, I'm going to do something dramatic here. And I laugh about this because people are like in shock when I do this. I'm going to cook ravioli, and yes, salt. Salt like the sea. Got a mouthful of salty water when you were swimming at the beach. That's how that should taste. And believe me, it's really not going to over salt. So I'm going to put this in here. This will not take long at all. The fresh ravioli in the pot. I'm going to set this for about 3 minutes or so, and I'm going to taste it. Again, always put a couple of extra ravioli in, maybe a 1/4 cup or more, for tasting purposes only. As that cooks, I'm just going to lower the heat just a bit because I don't want any of the ravioli to break. Gentler heat than I would a normal pasta that's not filled. Fresh oregano leaves. The reason I'm waiting till the last minute to chop them up is because they oxidize and turn brown. I like a rough chop. I'm not really going to be fussy about how big or small this is. So that's good enough for me, and I could smell it. It smells so nice. So I'm just gonna add this. I say it's about a tablespoon. Throw all my ingredients. This is how easy it is. Want to get all that oil out. Everything in a large bowl. Pine nuts, cheese. And this is great to do while the ravioli is cooking. That's about another minute. And you can see I'm gonna just let it sit in the water. I've shut the heat because I can see them puffing up. They're all floating on the top. You wanna taste it, make sure the edges are al dente, a little firm to the tooth, little chew to it. And then we're gonna drain it. And add my arugula, red pepper flakes, and my oregano. I'm gonna wait till the timer beeps, and then I'm just gonna add ravioli, toss it again, and believe it or not, we're done. I will plate for you because you know how much I love to do that. Oh, there we go. I am gonna taste one. Yeah, I could tell these are done for sure, just by the way they feel. Just transfer it to the big pot. A slotted spoon or something like this, which is really, I love this so much, right into the pot. And you get a little water in, that's great. You can add some pasta water too to thin out the mixture a bit if you like. I'm gonna toss it. Believe it or not, we're done. And the arugula will continue to wilt as you toss it. You can taste it, adjust the seasonings. And the arugula isn't gonna be droopy or too soft or anything like that. It's just gonna be that, just enhance that peppery flavor. That's what this kind of wilting does. So I'm just tossing it so everything is well blended and that cheese kind of starts to break apart a little bit. And everything is combined beautifully, and that's it. This will serve, I always say one, really I guess about 2 or 3 people, or 4 as a side if you want to do something like that. Bring it over here, put my lemon wedge in, ready to serve. I'm gonna put the marinated cheese recipe up on my website along with this recipe, and I hope to see you soon.